By the end of today's call, you guys are going to know the only thing you will ever need to know if you want this to be the last program, the last diet you ever have to start. And I'm not exaggerating. You will know exactly the secret that you need to know and start inputting exactly. You can start inputting it today to never, ever have to restart anything ever again. Does that sound good? Does that sound too good to be true? It's not, I promise. Okay, so before I get into it, I just want to quickly say this is going to resonate with a lot of you, okay? This is going to resonate with a lot of you, which is good, and I want you to really, really take in everything that I'm saying. But some of you are not going to be ready to hear what I'm about to say, right? Because different things hit us at different times depending on where we are in our journey. So some of you will not resonate with this and it won't register with you as deep as other Fit Queens. That is okay. That is why I always suggest that you guys go back and rewatch all these coaching videos, because you'll pick out different parts at different times in your journey, okay? So now, with your pen and paper, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. You're going to answer the questions on your paper because you need to see it in front of you. Don't just answer it in your mind, okay? And then I'm going to, after we kind of go through the questions, I'm going to ask you guys what your answers were, okay? So, first question. This is going to require you to go deep into your memory, okay? So, first question is, at what age did you guys first realize that appearance mattered? So when did you notice that appearance mattered and that looking good mattered and that, you know, you were judged for looking a certain way? What age? Was it 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old? Or usually it's around then. So when was the first age that you started to take note of your appearance and other people's appearance, okay? How old were you? And if you guys want, you can comment in the comment section as well so we can share there. So what age was that, okay? Now, what age did you start to want to change your physical appearance? So at what age did you realize you wanted to change some things? Whether it's negative or positive, whatever the reasoning, doesn't matter, but what age was that? Okay, did you realize you wanted a flatter tummy at 13 years old? Did you know you wanted toned arms when you were 14? So what was the age when you noticed that you wanted to change your appearance, whether drastically or just a little bit? So a couple different answers. I love it. And this is important. This is important for you specifically. So answer with your honest answer, okay? Now, what age were you when you decided to make a change, okay? And what did you do? So what was the first thing that you ever tried to alter your physical appearance, okay? Was it diet pills? Was it an actual program like Weight Watchers? Was it, you know, go to the gym or go for walks more? Was it cut out sugar? What did you try? What was the very first thing young you ever tried to alter your physical appearance? Gym, Herbalife, different diets, yoga. So what was it? Write that down and look at it. Now, when you tried that, what results did you get? What results did you see? Did you lose weight? Did you get stronger? Did you learn healthy habits? Did you feel good? Did you even see any results? Maybe you didn't see any results. So what results did you see? Donna says bigger legs, weight loss, short term, yeah. So what results did this first thing, the first thing you ever did when you were young to try and alter your appearance? Did it show you results? Yes or no? Okay. Now, how long did it last? How long did this thing that you tried when you were, whatever the first thing was, how long did it last? A week? A month? 3 months? Half a year? A year? How long did the very first thing you ever tried last until you fell off, until you lost your groove? How long? And you had to really dig in your memory. This is years and years and years and years and years ago. So we got 3 months, 4 months, half a year, a week, 2 weeks. Yep, there we go. All right, now, when you fell off that very, 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 very first time, why did you fall off? What happened in your life that threw you off your groove? What was it? Was it a vacation? Was it binge eating and then you just went all in and gave up? Was it you didn't see results, so you gave up? Was it not sustainable, so you gave up? What threw you off track? What was it? What was it? Time management, injury, craving, distracted, life, studying, lack of motivation, change in jobs. These are important. These are important. Make sure you pick the right answer. Make sure you really, really think about it, okay? Now we know how you fell off. How long did it take you to get back in the groove? How long did it take you to get back into a groove and start a new program or restart what you tried or get healthy again? What was that time gap between falling off and restarting? A week? A month? Years? What was it? So the very, very first time you ever tried to alter your appearance, once you fell off that, how long was it until you tried something else? 3 years, months, years. Wow, 2 years, 3 years. All right, write this down. Take note, okay? Now, after those 3 years or 2 years or whatever it was that you kind of fell off the wagon and were kind of, floating around, what did you start? So what was the second thing that you ever committed to change your appearance? Okay? Did you get back on the wagon by going for walks? Did you enroll into a program, into a challenge? Did you work out with a friend? What was the second thing you tried to do? We're going back and we're going through your entire diet history, ladies. So really, really think. What was the second thing you tried to do? Walking, intermittent fasting, fitness classes, online workouts. Okay. Calorie counting, diet pills, different gyms, change diet. All right. What was that second thing? Now, that second time, what were the results that you saw? What were the results that you saw? Nothing, a little bit, same thing as the first thing you tried, better than the first, worse than the first, same as the first, different. What were the results that you saw? Weight loss but took longer, some weight loss, happy and healthy, okay? Now, after these results, how long did your attempt number 2, how long did it last? Attempt number 2 in your life, in your diet cycle, how long did it last? So if it was working out with a friend, how long was it until your friend stopped showing up and then you stopped following through? How long was that? A week, a month, a year, 6 months, 4 years, 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years, couple months. All right. Now, what made you fall off that time, ladies? So your second attempt, what got in your way that time? Same thing as the first, different, work, life, kids. What got in your way the second time? What made you fall off? A death, depression, work, not motivated, job. There we go, guys. I appreciate the honesty. Divorce. Wow, that's powerful. So this is what made you fall off. Now we're going again. How long did it take you after that to get back in the saddle? How long after your second attempt did it take from falling off to your third attempt? What was that time? What was that time? We are really going back and we're analyzing your entire past. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get you guys to see a pattern, okay? 2 years, couple months, wow. 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years. Okay. Then what was your attempt number 3, ladies? What did you try the third time? What did you think was going to magically work the third time? What trend did you jump on? What intrigued you that third time? Was it a new diet, a new commercial you saw, a new supplement, something you heard from your friend that lost weight? Kickboxing, running, Fit Queen, hey. Gym, Orange Theory, kettlebells. Gym, Jillian Michaels, intermittent fasting, awesome. Now, ladies, what made you fall off That third time, some of you didn't make it to 3, that's okay. Bear with me. Those of you who did fall off after 3, what happened? What was it this time? What did life throw at you this time that made you fall off? What was it? Kids, keep getting unmotivated. Accidents, surgery, partying, cravings, work. There we go. So what made you fall off that third attempt? Okay. Now, is anybody, after going through this, is anybody finding a pattern? Is anybody realizing anything? Is anybody noticing anything? Let me know your revelations in the comment. What are you guys noticing? Why would I be doing this? What's the point? Hey, Indy said it. Guess what, guys? Life keeps getting in the way. Donna said it. I never stick to anything. Wow. I noticed that I need motivation from Vicky. Mackie, trouble with consistency. Angela, everything was the same over and over. Guys, this is powerful. Stefania, no serious long-term plan ever. If you guys were to sit and continue this cycle, you guys would end up in a circle because you get motivated, you try something, you see results, life gets in the way, you stall, and then you wait for your motivation to come back so you can restart something. Everybody's in that same boat right now on this call. But here's the thing, okay? If you really, really want a solution, and if you really, really want this to be the last time that you ever have to start anything, and that we are breaking that chain that you've just revealed about yourself, if you really want to break that chain, okay, and not let life get in the way this time, so much so that you fall off, you lose results, and then you wait for your motivation again. If you want that cycle to stop, and if you just want to fall off and get back on the horse, okay, you need to realize that looking for a solution with the same thought process that caused the problem in the first place is going to get you back to where you started. I'm going to say that again, okay? Looking for a solution using the same thought process that created the problem in the first place is only going to ever make you end up where you started and only ever perpetuate this behavioral pattern that you've developed over the years, okay? Because the thought process that has created this pattern, as we just revealed, that thought process is, oh, this didn't work, let me try something new. Oh, I couldn't stick to this, maybe I can stick to this. But it's not a magical program that one day is going to fix all your problems. It's not a magic method that's one day you're going to be able to follow through forever. If it was that easy, right, we'd all be doing it. It's not one thing that's just going to fix you. It's not grasping at the next thing to try and hopefully this one works out. It's just sticking to something and stop jumping around. That is it. The more clients I get, the more I go through my own fitness and weight loss journey, the more Nike's motto resonates with me. Just do it. Just do it. Stop jumping from thing to thing. Okay? Stop looking for something to magically fix your follow-through problem, your consistency problem, your lack of motivation problem. This didn't work because life got busy, work got busy, I had a kid. That's going to happen again, okay? You keep doing the same behavior pattern, just it comes in different wrappings. We think it's a different solution because it has a different wrapping. Keto, intermittent fasting, all of these have different wrappings, but it's the same problem. It's the same solution you guys are trying to grasp at, using the same thought process that caused you to fall off in the first place. Reaching for another program, reaching for another solution to your consistency problem is only perpetuating the cycle that we just uncovered. Because if we kept going, okay, and if this isn't going to resonate with you, and if after this is done, you're going to say, I'm going to go on my own, I'm going to go try something new, I guarantee you it is going to end up the same thing, because it's not a new solution. It's the same solution you've been implementing for years, just wrapped differently. It just looks different, but it's the same thing. You just have to follow through. You have to follow through when you don't feel like it. You have to follow through when you're busy. You have to follow through when someone dies, when you get sick, when you get injured. Your health doesn't stop. Disease doesn't stop. Happiness doesn't wait. And time keeps passing. If you just buckled down and stuck to one thing and made it to a level 100 on one thing, instead of level 1 on 100 different things, imagine where you would be after all of these years. Imagine how far ahead you would be. But it's not too late. That's the whole reason we've created Fit Queen. And I'm so passionate about dealing with you ladies, because we want to change the fitness industry. We want to shift what the fitness industry is selling people. It's selling to you that this new diet, this new workout app is finally going to be the easiest to stick to and the most convenient and the most sustainable. But it's not, because it's just a new thing. It's just a new thing. And if you stick to one thing, you're going to grow so much. How can you keep dipping your toe in different things and expect to grow and expect to progress? How can you expect to get anywhere if you just dip in? If you went to school and made it and didn't graduate high school, and then you went to tried to do another program and then stopped doing that, and another program and stopped doing that, you never have any certifications, you never have a diploma, you never have X, Y, and Z, you wouldn't have the knowledge you need to do the career that you wanted. Same thing goes to fitness. You don't just stop learning when it doesn't work anymore. You don't stop growing and you don't stop working when it's not working anymore. You don't stop putting in effort when you lose your drive and motivation. It's literally that simple. You just have to do it. Okay, now it's easier said than done. Absolutely, absolutely. But now that you know this and now you have a shift in your mindset, you can push yourself through those moments where you don't feel like it, because you know you're going to come out better on the other side. Instead of giving up, falling off, and waiting for motivation to come back. You've now saved yourself all this time. You guys said you were falling off for minimum months, maximum you were falling off for years. If you just got back on the horse even a week sooner, that compiles. It compiles on top of each other, and it builds and it builds and it builds. Okay, instead of starting from zero every time. Okay, even if you backtrack 10 steps, as long as you make one forward, you're still progressing. Slowly, but you're still progressing. Okay, so this is a really hard concept to grasp, because again, this society and this culture, and especially the weight loss industry, focuses on giving you guys instant gratification. This is going to give you instant results. It's easy. You can do it. All you need is X amount of time. And so that's what we keep looking for. And that's what we keep thinking is going to work. And that's why Fit Queen needs to shift the industry. And that's why you need to understand our message and share it and live by it, so we can, as a community, help all these ladies who are suffering. Because you guys pat yourselves on the back. You're here, you've committed, and now you're opening your mind. You're opening your mind. Because I'm going to say this, ladies, how many people joined this program? And answer honestly. How many people joined this program, started it because they just wanted a kick in the butt, and 21 days didn't seem too long? Yeah. So guess what got you into this program? Instant gratification. What's going to keep you in this program? It's not instant gratification. You have to stop looking for it. That's why I always preach it's so important to have different tools to pull motivation from. right? The number on the scale, the pictures you're taking, you can measure yourself, you can get compliments from friends, you can track your workout progress, all of these different things, you know, how you talk to yourself, has that changed? All of these things are different tools to measure your progress. So when you don't feel like doing it, when you feel like falling off and repeating the cycle, because it's still very easy to fall back into that cycle because you haven't been able to break out of it thus far. You're still trapped in it. So what happens after these 21 days is really going to determine whether or not you've snapped out of it. So it's all about just picking yourself back up, okay? And here's the thing. This is what we think. This is what we think. We think motivation leads to action, which leads to results. But guess what? It doesn't work that way. This is how it works. Action leads to results, and seeing results gets you motivated. Motivation comes last. So why do we keep waiting for it to come first? So I'll say that again. What we look for is motivation, and then when we have the motivation, we act, and when we act, we see results. So we think motivation equals results. But here's the thing, action, just taking action is what gets you the results. And when you already see the results, that's where the motivation comes from. So motivation does not equal results. Action equals motivation. Reprogram that into your brain. If you're looking for motivation, if you're someone who says, I can't be consistent, I always get demotivated, I'm frustrated, I don't have discipline, I have cravings, I keep falling off, I have a sweet tooth. You keep saying these things to yourself, you're going to believe it. So instead of saying them and branding yourself as that, instead of equivalating your identity to those things, okay, you have to switch the mindset and switch how you talk to yourself and realize that as long as you keep taking action, even little baby steps, the motivation then comes after. The results come after. And knowing that is enough to help you push. Even if it's just a crawl, even if it's just a crawl forward, you just have to keep moving, okay? Is this resonating with anybody? Is anybody having a revelation? Is anybody's mindset switched completely by this talk? Is this making sense? Are we clear as to why nothing has really worked in the past? This is big, big stuff. Big, big stuff. Okay, and now here's the thing. About 50% of you are going to take this knowledge and use it. The other 50% aren't, okay? Because here's the thing. We get really excited when we learn something new. We get really excited when we learn something new. Our adrenaline rises. We have all these good hormones that rush through us and make us happy and make us excited and make us think that we're accomplished because I learned something today. I'm smarter. And that's false. That's false. That's false confidence. Okay? Because learning it doesn't do anything. Right? If you want to be a doctor, you can't just sit in class. You got to go do some practicals. So 50% of you are just going to be high on this knowledge and think that that's enough. And those are the people that are going to remain in their cycle. But the other 50% are going to come out of here stronger and will literally, this will be the last program you will ever start. Ever. You're not going to waste money. You're not going to waste time. You're not going to waste your self-confidence, failing all the time. And you're just going to be better off. Can we see how this is happening, guys? Let me know what you're taking away from this. Let me know what you're taking away from this. Everybody should write what they're taking away from this. It's another way to reinforce it. Writing it out. Write it out. What are you taking away from this? Let me see it in the comments. Okay? How do we study? We read, then we write, then we implement. What are you taking away? Nothing changes if nothing changes. That's a really good one, Vicky. Changing mindset. Be persistent. Amen. Just persistent. The persistent ones win. The persistent ones win. Discipline will yield results, which drives motivation. Absolutely. Action equals results. Motivation does not. I love it. I can't just have the goal of getting thinner, but to embrace this as a new lifestyle. Absolutely, Priscilla. Absolutely. And that's another thing. I love that. So let's all do another exercise. Let's take a second and write down your goal. What's your goal? Really quick, what's the goal on the top of your mind? What's that goal? One sentence. What's the goal on the top of your mind? All right, now that you've written it down, how can you make that goal more meaningful, more painful? We only act if we're in pain. We're going to act to avoid pain. So if you want to move in a different direction, the direction you're in right now, the spot you're in right now, has to be painful. So what's the goal? What is your new goal? Make it meaningful. Make it painful. Make it evoke emotion. Why do you have to reach it? What happens if you don't? Because I'll tell you what happens if you don't. If you want me to get real with you, you're going to stay overweight, regardless of how many pounds you're overweight. Overweight is overweight. Overweight is unhealthy. Puts stress on your heart. Whether you think it or not, it reflects how you put yourself out in the world. You don't take chances. You don't take risks. You don't go certain places because you're uncomfortable. You don't wear certain things. You wear a cover up on the beach. You're uncomfortable getting intimate with your husband with the lights on. Relationships suffer. And then you end up unhappy. 10, 20 years from now. Unhappy, alone, and full of regret. Because that is the reality of everybody's future on this call right now. And if you're getting triggered, and if you're getting offended by what I'm saying, the person who's triggered is the one with the trigger. The person who's getting triggered is the one with the problem. So ask yourself, why am I feeling that way? Why am I reacting that way? Because that's the reality, right? Overweight is overweight. We're not, as humans, we're built to run. Like, we are built to be runners, whether or not you like running, doesn't matter. We're built to be runners. So we're built to be very light. We're supposed to be light. And when you lose weight and you burn that fat, like, I don't know if anybody's seen this before. This is what 5 pounds of fat looks like. This is what 5 pounds of fat is. This is how much space it takes up. Okay? And there's this on the outside of us that's pinchable, but there's this fat attached to our organs. And that's the fat that we can't see. And that's the fat that's dangerous, ladies. So, what's your goal? How can you make it deeper? That's my little assignment for you guys. How can you add to it to make it more meaningful, right? Because losing 10 pounds is a great goal, very achievable goal, and we will sure as hell get you there very easily. Anybody who's in our academy now knows how easy it is to lose weight with these 21 days. But what's going to be different, right? How is your goal? When the cake is in front of you and your goal is only to lose 10 pounds, the 10 pounds will still be there tomorrow, so you can have the cake today. But what's going to move you enough to say no in the moment and practice strengthening your follow-through muscle? That's all it is, guys. You're going to win and you're going to lose, then you're going to win some more, you're going to lose big time, and then you're going to win. But the wins will outweigh the losses. You just have to push through the losses. Most women don't. Most women fall back. They think the losses are scary and it means they're on the wrong path. When you lose, when you fail, it actually means you're on the right path. It's the universe giving you a little sign to keep pushing, and it's the universe testing you. Are you going to be strong enough to make it to the next level, to level up in life? Because we all want to level up in life, right? So that's my little tidbit. Let's see what you guys are writing. I fail because of me. Always find excuses. Absolutely, Donna. Donna just took back her power. Take back your power, ladies. You are where you are because of you. Because of the way that you think, the way that you act, your habits, all of it. You are where you are because of you. Regardless of what has happened in your life, we all have struggles. We've all had a different journey that's brought us here today. But you are in control. You have the power to coast through life or to thrive. Do you want to just survive or do you want to thrive? Because I want to thrive, and I want to make you ladies thrive, but I can only help you if you help you. Right? So that was a great, who was that? Donna? Yeah, Donna. I love it. In order to see the change, you need to make the change. Absolutely, Casey. We can't wait around. And that's what the pattern you guys have been stuck in is. Okay? If you want to see change, you have to make the change. It's not something else coming into your life to make the change. It's not a meal plan, it's not a meal plan coming into your life that you're finally going to stick to. It's not a workout app that's finally going to burn all the calories that you're going to stick to. You are your change, okay? What else do we have? Love it. Yeah, so that's my thoughts for the day, guys. Really heavy stuff. I get really passionate about mindset stuff because it took me a long time to get to where I am. I was sitting where you guys were. I was 70 pounds overweight. I was unhappy. I owned a gym and I was a fat gym owner, and I was embarrassed to train my clients because they looked better than me and they were more healthier than me. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong until I shifted my mindset, until I realized that I just have to keep trying and I have to stop thinking that something is going to save me and it's only me. Right. And that's a lonely journey to be on. And I was lonely along that journey, coming to terms with that and changing my perception and the way I think and the way that I act to things. And that's why I created Fit Queen, to share what I've learned and to also make this journey not lonely for you guys. Because growth is lonely. You're going to outgrow friends. You're going to outgrow family members. If you're truly committed, you're going to level up. You're going to elevate yourself. And that can be lonely. And that's why it's so important to have this tribe. Because we can all relate to what you're going through, what you're thinking, what you're struggling with.